Cooking with Me vlog. So this evening I got to cook and I'm making lentil and vegetable soup. So just stick around and hang out with me. So here's all the ingredients. We have onion, pepper, mushroom, spinach, carrots, lentils, and broth. Oh, and tomato paste. So all I did was cut up the onions. When you're cutting onions, a little trick is to making the onion not sting your eyes, cut it in half through the eye. Don't cut the eyes off, or I don't know what you call them, but you know, the top and bottom of the onion. Cut it straight across through both. And then you can just cut it up after that. It's called rainbow cutting because you can probably find a video about it that goes more in depth and makes it easier to understand. But I tried this twice and it worked. And my whole family's eyes did not burn and it was amazing. But after I cut up the onions, we're gonna saute them. I'm using an Instant Pot for this video, but you can just use any pot. If you want this to be a one-pot thing like I did, you can just use one tall pot. But just saute your onions at the bottom. Once your onions are done, you're going to want to take those out and you're going to put in a whole bag of lentils. The recipe for this will be down in the description as long as I remember to put it. Then I cut up some carrots. They're baby carrots, so maybe about a handful or two of carrots cut up. I'm not really sure. And now we're pouring in broth. So I used about a whole thing of broth, and then I refilled it twice with water. So you can, I don't know exactly how much that is. I don't have the exact measurements, but the ingredients, I can tell you what those are. I just put some seasoning in there. So I put onion powder, nature seasoning, Montreal steak seasoning, paprika. There was not that much left, but I needed to get it out. I never cook without that. Cumin, garlic salt, this is better than bouillon. It's basically like I guess it's basically like, I don't know what the word is, but you know what a bouillon cube is, probably. It's just like, it's a concentrate of flavor. I don't know what to call it, but better than bouillon is what it is. Now I just put the top on that. And for my Instant Pot, I put it on soup broth and cooked it for about 30 minutes. And now I'm cutting up one pepper. And then I'm cutting up, I think, like 4 or 5 mushrooms. Not that many, because we had really big mushrooms this time, or like, you know, bigger than they normally are. So I only needed like 4 of those. But if you have smaller ones, just like, I don't know, 5 or 6 should be probably good. And then just like a handful of spinach, cut that up. And now lentils and carrots are done cooking. So once you open that up, hopefully you put enough water in it because you want some left. And I stirred that up. So it has a lot of liquid left, which is good. And so we're gonna put in those onions. And then all the veggies that we just cut up. Now I'm adding in tomato paste to make it a little bit thicker, and because tomato just makes everything better in color and in taste. Then after that, I just mixed it all up. So you guys can leave it like this and kind of, eat it like a stew or something, or normal soup with stuff in it. But I used my immersion blender to turn it into a liquid soup because I've never gotten to make one ever, and I think liquid soups are really awesome. So I just pureed it with my immersion blender. I realized that I did not add enough salt because after adding all those veggies, it was diluted in flavor. But after that, I stirred it all up, and that's what I ate for dinner. This soup, you can use it as a chip dip, which was one of my favorite things to do with it. You can dip bread in it. I know it's odd, but I like to use it as a sauce on salad and sandwiches. It tastes delicious on those. But now we're moving on to drawing. So I haven't drawn on the tablet or drawn digitally in a while. So I decided, why not do it here in this video? So of course, one of my favorite things to draw ever is an eye. So that is what I did. I definitely did not get out of my comfort zone for this. Just trying to get back to drawing on the tablet. So I did my simple sketch, and now I'm just kind of doing some line art on the sketch and adding little bits of color here and there. I'm just wondering, do you guys think it's easier to do traditional or digital art? I personally think that traditional art is easier for me to actually do. I don't know why, but I feel like coming from drawing on paper, it makes it a lot harder for me to figure out how to get that attention from drawing on a tablet. It's also, for me, it's a lot harder to just make lines how I want them to look. And drawing from my imagination is harder as well because I just get that blank page feeling. I don't really know why I don't get that with a sheet of paper, but I just don't for some reason. For me, I feel like for some reason drawing on paper makes me feel more free to experiment. So I feel like digital art allows me to add a lot more detail and fix more mistakes. So in the end it might look better, but I feel like it takes me a bit longer just because I can pour over all those individual details that I normally cannot fix when I'm doing it on paper. So I think that honestly, I'm gonna continue to mainly do traditional art, but you know, come back here and there to do some more digital art because it's fun and why not? But I'd love to hear you guys' opinions in the comments. I gave her like some type of reddish eyeliner because I thought it was cool and I haven't done that in a while. I've been also getting inspired to do more like ombres with like the eye makeup and stuff. Every girl I draw has like winged eyeliner, and so I wanted to try and give her like a ombre of it being a lot darker at the tip. I think it looks really nice. Here I'm just adding some highlights. That's one thing that I really love about digital art. I can add highlights last, which you can do that in traditional art. You just need a really good gel pen. But with digital art, I can add whatever opacity highlights I want to. I can do them and undo them, and it's amazing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's almost over. I hope you liked my drawing and enjoyed spending the evening with me. Bye guys!